welcome to the Sunday morning Dhamma talk here at the Buddhist MAHA VIHARA. Speaker today, Mr. Upul Gamage, is the resident meditation teacher at the Nilambe Meditation Center, Kandy, Sri Lanka. This center is frequented by Westerners, Sri Lankan Sanghas, and the lay people. He also teaches meditation in both English and Singhala at monasteries, hospitals, prisons, schools, and travels regularly to Europe and Hong Kong, and now Malaysia, to conduct Dhamma talks and meditation sessions. He is a student of one of Sri Lanka's best-known meditation teachers, the late Acharya Godwin Samaratne. Topic this morning is meditation in daily life. I hand the floor to Brother Upul. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Venerable Sir, dear Dhamma friends, today we are here to discuss on meditation and everyday life, meditation and our daily life. I have chosen this topic because we are used to think that meditation and our everyday life are not going together. Life is somewhere else and meditation is another place. Therefore, whenever we want to meditate, we go to retreat centers, meditation centers, forest, monasteries, and temples. Because we think it's impossible to meditate in our own places. And meditation is not there. Even we think that meditation, something spiritual, is not there in our own homes, in our own houses, in our own cities, in our own countries. Therefore, whenever we want to meditate, we go to some other countries. We go to Thailand, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Burma, Australia, America and England. And Americans, Australians, and Europeans, whenever they want to meditate, they go to some foreign countries. They think that it's impossible to meditate in America, in Australia, and in England. So we always think that spirituality is not here within us, it's somewhere else. Meditation is not here, it's somewhere else. We have to go somewhere to meditate, to achieve all these spiritual targets. Therefore, we have beautiful dreams and fantasies about spirituality, about meditation. We have so many fantasies and dreams about everything and everybody, including meditation. As you know, that meditation gives some pleasant experiences. Not always, but for most of the times, meditation gives some peaceful feeling, some tranquility, some calmness and quietness. So we may able to experience such a beautiful feelings when we are in a retreat and when we are in meditation centers. Mainly all meditation centers and retreat centers are located in beautiful areas, maybe in a forest or in top of a mountain. The location is so beautiful. The environment is so attractive. Usually meditation centers are not located in cities, next to the railway station, or next to the bus stand, or next to the market. They are far away from these busy and stressful environments. Therefore, whenever you go to such a places, even though you do not meditate, that environment gives beautiful feelings, beautiful experiences. If you come to Nilambe Meditation Center, Sri Lanka, it is located in the countryside, atop of a mountain, and no electricity at all, no hot water, and no television, no radios, no computers, nothing. And you can only hear birds, frogs, wind, and rain. That's all. And for most of the time, mist is there, misty surrounding. And when the mist is not there, you can see mountains, beautiful mountains, and the blue sky, and in the night time, million of stars. I am here for 2 weeks, and I couldn't see any single star so far. Just imagine that environment. So if you come there, if you come to Nilambe, or if you go to any other meditation center, I think almost same. The surrounding is same, the environment is same, and that setup, that external setup gives tremendous peace into our busy life, tremendous tranquility. You don't have to meditate for that. Just go away from your busy life. Just go away from your stressful life to the nature and stay with the nature. Go away from your complicated life with all these modern technology and modern devices. And when you stay with the nature, and whenever your life becomes simple, then that simplicity and natural environment give very beautiful experiences. Really, those experiences are not related to the meditation. They are not spiritual experiences. They are not meditation experiences. But because of our ignorance, we think we experience this beautiful peacefulness, silence, peace and quietness because of our meditation. So we want to connect these beautiful experiences to the meditation. Of course, meditation gives some peacefulness, but it's a different peace. Some tranquility. That tranquility and peace, they come not from the environment. They do not come from birds. They do not come from the forest. They do not come from the external silence. They come from inside of you. That's why we have to meditate. Otherwise, no need to meditate. If all these beautiful spiritual qualities are in the nature, in the environment, then what is the point to meditate? So whenever meditators, whenever people comes to Nilambe to meditate, and then they are able to experience all these beautiful experiences, more and less. And after a while, when they leave the center, when they go back to their countries, their world, they are used to appreciate whatever they have gained from that time. And most of them are used to say, it was so beautiful, so attractive, amazing. Meditation is so amazing. And first time in our life, we experience something beautiful, something peaceful. Now, unfortunately, we have to go back to our countries, our cities, our ordinary life, and we will miss all this beauty. Therefore, we want to come back. We want to come back in next year. So whenever I heard these appreciations and requests, I was happy. And I was used to say that, yeah, you are welcome. Please come back. So this was happened again and again. And finally I was reflecting on these appreciations, and when I was contemplating on these appreciations, then I realized that there is something wrong. I did not teach the true meditation. Otherwise, they do not want to come back. They could continue their practice wherever they are. So now, I always tell meditators whenever they leave, please do not come back. Try to continue your practice wherever you are. Your meditation is not here, not in this center. Your mind is not here. It's with you. And there are 3 steps of Buddhist meditation according to MAHA Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse of 4 foundations of mindfulness. The first step is pajanati. Pajanati means to know. To know. If you want to practice meditation, then first you should know what you have to do. So knowing is very important. Without knowing, no way to continue your practice. So the first step is very important, to know. So how? We need teachers or books to know what we have to do. Therefore, teachers and books are important. They are taking an important role for this first step. Without having teachings or without reading books, no way to know what we have to do. So this is the first step. Knowing, to know. So after knowing what we have to do, then we have to learn how to do. So learning is the second step. Sikhati, learning. Now we know what we must do, but we don't know how to do. Then we need some training. So meditation centers and retreats like what we are doing here are very important and very useful for this second step, for the second stage. To learn how to meditate. So in these retreats, we have schedule, timetable. Sometimes we wake up 3:30 a.m., wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock. And we try to maintain silence throughout the day. And we sit for hours and hours without moving. We walk very slowly, very, very slowly. And whenever we are having meals, we also take meals slowly and mindfully without speaking. So this is the style, the rhythm of retreats. And this rhythm is very useful to learn how to meditate, to train ourselves to meditate. Even though this style is very artificial, it is really artificial. Artificial means you cannot live in this way when you go back to a normal life. That is not possible. So we need an artificial environment, an artificial setup, also artificial timetable to learn about meditation, to train ourselves to meditate. Therefore, meditation centers are really artificial, not natural. Even though they are located in very beautiful nature, meditation centers are not natural, very, very artificial. And teachers too, they are artificial too. But we need those artificial places and artificial people for what? To train ourselves to meditate. So this is the second step. Really what we can gain from teachers and from centers are these first and second steps, only first and second steps. To know what is meditation and to learn how to meditate. That's all. But there is another step. The third step is there, viharati, to live. Living part. That is the third step. In order to this discourse given by our great master, the Lord Buddha, called MAHA Satipatthana Sutta, the great four foundations of mindfulness. Viharati, viharati. This is so important. The living part. So now we know what is meditation and we know how to meditate. So then we have to bring that meditation into our daily life, into our normal life. And we have to apply that meditation into our life. We have to apply all these meditative concepts that we have learned from teachers and from retreats to our everyday life. If you are looking for some transformation, some inner changes, some spiritual transformation, that happens only in that third stage, not in the first step. No, not in the second step even. No. By knowing and by learning, we are becoming qualified to live according to those concepts and teachings. But we have to live, we have to make some effort to apply meditation into our life. Otherwise, no changes at all. Only we experience something peaceful whenever we sit for the meditation. So meditation gives some peaceful experiences, some joyful experiences, of course. There is no argument about it. Meditation gives blissful experiences to the meditator. And we all are experiencing that. But that's not all. Experiences, we know the nature of whatever we experience, they come and they go away. None of experience stays with us forever. So, peacefulness, it comes and it stays with us for some time. After a while, they leave, they go back. Joy also, it comes. And sometimes we are so happy. And it is staying with us for some time. Then they go back. This is the nature of whatever we experience in our life. We cannot experience anything without going back, without leaving back. So this nature is valid for our spiritual experiences too. But that is not meditation. Meditation is something else. We have to meditate not only for these experiences. It's okay in the beginning to attach to this inner peace, inner blissfulness, because we are suffering a lot in our daily life. We suffer a lot. And we are so stressful. Therefore, it's all right to meditate, to relax yourself, to meditate, to calm down yourself, to meditate, to experience something beautiful, something peaceful, and something joyful. That's all right. But all these beautiful experiences are not our final destination. We cannot stay inside them forever. If you are able to stay with inner peace forever, then no problem. We don't have to do anything else. But we are unable to stay inside this inner joy, inner peacefulness and inner happiness forever. That's not our fault. It is not your fault. That's the nature of whatever we experience. And that is one part of the meditation. But we always think this is the only part of meditation. Not only, this is one side of the meditation. The other side is wisdom, understanding, realization. Meditation helps us to understand about ourselves. And it always helps us to understand about others, the nature of the world too. So we have to use meditation to understand about ourselves and understand about others, to change ourselves. We are not flexible. Usually we are not flexible. You know, if you go to a gym to do some exercises, in the beginning you experience this, that your body is not flexible, stubborn. And you have to do a lot of stretching and a lot of warm-up exercises to make your body flexible. And compared to your body, your mind is so tensed. Compared to the mind, your body is so flexible and softer and gentle. But we think in other way. We think the mind is more flexible than the body. That's not true. Your body is flexible, gentle and tender than your mind. Mind is very stubborn. It's like an iceberg. So we can't do anything with this mind. It's so arrogant. Whatever you want to do with your mind, mind doesn't surrender to you and it does whatever it wants to do. So always our mind goes against us. You want to concentrate to one thing and mind starts to think so many other things except whatever you want to think. This is the nature of the mind. So with this mind we can't do anything. How do we change ourselves? There are no transformation, no changes at all. So what meditation can do is, it makes your mind flexible. When you meditate, especially when you do concentration meditation, samatha bhavana, tranquility meditation, that tranquility meditation makes your mind flexible. Kammaniyo mudubhuto. Workable. Your mind becomes workable and softer and flexible. So now your mind is not so arrogant as before, not so stubborn as before. It is becoming flexible day by day if you meditate. So meditation makes your inner system flexible. Now the rest of the duty is in our hand, not in the meditation, not on the meditation. We have to use that flexible mind to change ourselves. So meditation doesn't change you. Do not believe it. The meditation does not change you. But meditation helps you to change. We have to change ourselves. You have to let go of your habits. Now you are able to let go of your habits because your mind is flexible and workable. But if you do not make any effort to change yourself, then you are remaining just as before. So this is one of the argument comes against meditators from the society. Society always says that there are meditators and they meditate for years and years, but they are remaining same as before. No changes. The society cannot see any positive changes. That might be true, because changing happens if you want to change. If you make some effort to change yourself, it doesn't happen automatically or mechanically. It's not a miracle. There are no miracles. You have to do everything by yourself. Dear friends, one day I went to the city, to Kandy city. It's 1.5 hours away from our meditation center. And I met a boy, and he is the son of a very popular meditator. So this father is well-known a meditator. And when I met his son, I asked, "Oh dear son, would you like to meditate?" It was very stupid question. I don't know why I did ask this question. Anyway, I raised this question, would you like to meditate? Why you do not come for meditation? Then his answer was no. Very big no. It was very big no. No. So I want to know why he doesn't want to meditate. So I asked, why you do not like to meditate? Because my father is meditating. My father is a meditator. Therefore I don't want to meditate. So my curiosity was there, and therefore I asked, what was wrong? If your father is meditating, then you can meditate too. Then he said, I asked, your father wasn't good? No, he is very good father, and we love him very much. And we are waiting for him every evening, every afternoon we are waiting for him. And he always he always comes with some gift and some fruits and some sweets, and he also loves us very much. So then what's wrong? No, everything is perfect except his meditation time. Whenever he sits for meditation, we are so afraid of him. Me, myself and my father, even we are not staying inside the home in that half an hour period, because we are not allowed to even speak between each other. We are not allowed to listen to the radio, to watch television, to make any kind of sound. Therefore, we are in the garden, away from home, during my father's meditation time. So this is the nature. Nature means we think that others should be silent, otherwise we can't meditate. So if you are attached to the silence and you expect that everybody should be in silence because you want to meditate, so what a picture, what an image that you want to publish in society. If you want to meditate, you can be silent. That's all. If you want to experience some inner silence, then you better to be silent. But do not ask others to be silent. Do not make any conditions and regulations to society. Switch off their radios, switch off their televisions. So that gives very wrong picture about meditation. That's not the meditation. Once a small monk, young monk, came to Nilambe, and after meditation we went for a walk to the forest, and while we were walking we heard a loudspeaker, a sound from loudspeaker from far away, from a village. And then I know this monk came from a forest monastery. Therefore I told him, dear sir, that time to time we hear those loudspeaker sounds and some chanting from far away. But fortunately you are in a forest usually. Your monastery is inside the forest. Therefore you can hear all the time silence. Then he said, no. There are some villages around our monastery, our forest monastery. Therefore, we hear sounds too, because weddings are there. Whenever wedding is there, loudspeakers are working for a couple of days and they sing. Therefore, all the time we hear those sounds. Then I told him that, yes sir, but you can tell them, no, there is a monastery, meditative monks are there. Therefore, you can ask those villagers to maintain some silence. Then that young monk, very small monk, he told me, is that the meditation? Is that the meditation? You want to stop all the marriages to meditate? Is that the way meditate? It's very true. Whatever he said, it's very true. No need to stop others' activities for your meditation. we have to learn how to live peacefully with others. That's very important. So meditation helps you to understand about others. How we use meditation for our relationships? If you are alone, if you are single, if you are living in a forest or in a retreat center, then it's not a big problem. But as a wife or as a husband or as parents, then you have to live with your family, with your relatives, with your family members, with your friends. And communication are very important, very, very important. Communication. We think that it's others' responsibility to understand about ourselves. We think that as children, we think that parents should understand us. And even parents think that children, they must understand us. Also partners think that the other partner should understand about me. We think that it's their responsibility. No, we have to help them to understand about us. It's our duty and our responsibility. Out of metta and out of compassion, out of friendliness and out of compassion, we have to help others to understand about ourselves. When you drive a car, and if you want to turn it on your left-hand side, first you have to tell others that you are going to turn your car to your left-hand side. Without telling it, we are not allowed to turn our car to any direction. So it is our responsibility to help others to understand about what we are going to do and where we are going now. So same thing we have to do with our personal relationships. We have to help others to understand about what we are going to do, about our likes and dislikes. I do not like this and I like that. What's wrong if we speak openly? Because when we meditate, we are learning to meditate on our likes and dislikes. So what's wrong if we speak about our likes and dislikes openly to our people, to our family members, to our friends and to our partners? What we really like and what we really don't like. Then it's easy for them. That's the compassion. And sometimes we make phone calls. And then the other person asks, "Who are you?" And we don't introduce ourselves. Say, "Can you guess?" Why we do make a puzzle? Maybe the other person is driving a car or is in a trouble, thinking about some serious problem, and we give another puzzle. Can you guess who am I? Where is our compassion? Where is our metta? But whenever we sit and whenever we do metta meditation, Maitri Bhavana, loving kindness meditation, we are used to say, may others be happy, may others be well, and may others be peaceful. That's very beautiful words. The words are very beautiful. But we have to bring that metta to our daily life. We have to make others peaceful. We have to make others well and happy as far as possible. I have friends, a couple, husband and wife. They are retired from their government services now. Since I knew them, they are very friendly to each other and caring each other very well. One of the ideal couple. And whenever I meet them, they are always together, even though in the kitchen or in the dining room, in the garden, even in the supermarkets. They are always together and they work together. They are sharing very much and caring very much. I always happy about them. And one day, I saw only this husband. He was going back to his home from the market, and he was carrying a lot of bags. And he was so, when I see him, his face was so unpleasant, and he was so tired. This is the first time I see him alone, because whenever they do shopping, they do together. But today, in that day, he's alone, and he wasn't happy. He was in a trouble, and he walks hardly. So I took one of his bags and asked, where is your wife? What happens to her? Then he told me his tone wasn't very pleasant. Pleasant means not very joyful, very sad. And he told me she is sick. And I guessed it too, because otherwise his wife is not allowing him to work alone, to carry all these foods from the market and to walk back to their home. So I thought that she is sick too. And I asked, she is sick seriously? Yes, she is having serious illness. Then I thought better to go and see her. So we walked together, and I saw that he didn't shave, and his clothes are not clean as before. So when we enter into their garden, and the garden wasn't clean either, so dirty, leaves are there, and weeds are there too, grasses. And he told me that now he has to cook. He has to do everything because wife is sick. She is unable to do anything. So when we enter into their house, then I saw that his wife was lying down on an armchair, sitting there. But when I look at her, I didn't see any symptoms of sicknesses, any sicknesses. She seems quite all right, okay. Then I again asked from her husband, before asking anything from her, is she really sick? Yes, she's really sick. What's her sickness? Then he said, the sickness called meditation. She went to a meditation class somewhere, and she learned meditation. So after she learned meditation, now she is meditating all the time in her home. She stopped to do everything. She's not cooking anymore. She's not washing clothes anymore. She doesn't do anything. Even she didn't go to a shop. So husband has to do everything now for her. And husband makes a small path for walking meditation. And she's walking there to walking. So it was so sad story, because they were very happy family, very, very happy family and very peaceful family. But what happened now because of meditation? Now she is lying down on an armchair very comfortably, and her husband is suffering so much. Actually, usually I do not ask any cross questions especially from meditators, because it was very sensitive thing. Anyhow, I couldn't stop that my urge to ask these questions from this wife, because of my sensitivity towards husband suffering. I asked, what are you doing? I have heard that you are meditating now. Oh yes, I went to a meditation class and I have learned meditation, and now I am meditating. And what are you doing? How do you meditate? I do some walking meditation, walk mindfully, and I do some metta, maitri, loving kindness meditation. And how do you do loving kindness meditation? So first she thinks that may I be happy, may I be well, may I be peaceful. And then I spread that loving kindness to others, from my husband and from others. So how do you do metta to your husband? May he be well, may he be happy, may he be peaceful. Does it really work? She said, no. She doesn't know. I said, I know it doesn't work. You see, how far you say, may my husband be well, he is becoming sick. How far you say, may my husband be happy, he is becoming unhappy. And he has a lot of conflicts now. Is that the way I meditate? So what is that? It's my walking meditation path. So I do every day walking. So why you can't walk to the shop, to the market with your husband? That can be also walking meditation. So meditation is a medicine. Please understand this. Meditation is a medicine to cure our inner wounds and inner sicknesses, to cure our psychological sicknesses. Meditation is a medicine. So use meditation as a medicine to cure your inner wounds and inner sicknesses. That's all. Please do not be sick because of the medicine. Do not be sick because of the meditation. Do not be a disabled person because of the meditation. That's very sad thing. I have noticed this very often. Meditators become disabled people. They don't know how to do their own things. They expect that others has to do. No. When you meditate, you are becoming a skillful person. And you know how to do your things, how to wash your cups, how to wash your plates, how to wash your own clothes. And you can do further. You have time to help others, to wash others' cups, to wash others, to clean others' clothes, and to do something for others. How much you meditate, that much you are becoming able to help others, instead of becoming a disabled person. So this is we have to be very careful of that. Otherwise, you can be a disabled one. I am used to say that if you do not understand meditation correctly, then you are becoming a paralyzed one, spiritually paralyzed person. Only you can meditate when you are in a retreat. And whenever you go back to your normal life, you are becoming a disabled person, a paralyzed one. So meditation is not for that. Really, meditation is not for that. So dear friends, whatever you have learned from these retreats, try to apply those skills and qualities into your life. Learn how to work without making yourself stress. That's a skill, that's a challenge. We always think that we are stressed because of our busy activities. Really, that is not true. That is not true. I know personally people who are claim themselves that they are busy, they do nothing. They do nothing. They always say, we are busy, we are busy. They are becoming busy because of saying busy, busy, busy. That's all. Learn to do things mindfully. So we are learning to live in the present moment. Whatever you do in this moment, learn to do mindfully. Learn to do with awareness. That means focus your attention to whatever you do in this moment. In this moment. Do not think, no need to think about what is the next job, what will be the next one, after next one, after next one. Actually, that thinking makes you stress. That thinking makes you tired. Not what you are doing physically. So learn to let go of all this unnecessary thinking and make your mind free. Make your mind free. So when you apply your mindfulness into your daily activities and by letting go of unnecessary thinking, you can really learn to relax yourself while you are working. This is very important. While we are meditating, it's not a big thing. It comes naturally. But the challenge is not here, it's there. You can drive mindfully and you can answer to your phone calls mindfully. If you really want to practice meditation into a day-to-day life, then you better to listen to all these ringing tones before you answer to your phone calls mindfully. At least 1 or 2 times. Listen to those ringing tones before you answer to any phone calls. Just listen. It takes only 1 or 2 seconds. It doesn't waste your time. By listening mindfully to your phone whenever it is ringing, you can practice meditation and you can calm down yourself, you can relax yourself. Then you can answer to that phone call with fresh mind. And if you answer to your phone for 100 times per day, then you have 100 times opportunities to meditate. And we always say that there is no time to meditate. But if you apply this thing, then you have 100 times to meditate in your daily life. Time is always there if you are interested to meditate. So dear friends, meditation is something that we have to use to calm down ourselves and to become a good person, to become a wise person, to become a friendly and compassionate person. Meditation doesn't make a friendly one, or it doesn't make any wise person, but it makes our mind flexible. Then we have to use that flexible mind to do whatever changes that we want to do. So that is the message today that I want to share with you. Thank you very much for listening to this talk.